Alright guys, this is Bravoman for the TurboGrafx-16. A little bit different of a game. Maybe you've never seen it before or heard of it before, but let's check it out, shall we? This is the first TurboGrafx-16 game that I've done off true hardware. This is not emulated footage. So, here we go.
I'm Dr. Bomb. What are those channels?
Alright, so you've got a taste of the wonderful TurboGrafx-16 music. Once again, this is the first time I've used TurboGrafx-16 hardware in one of my reviews. This is real hardware, not emulation. That's because the TurboGrafx-16 has no AV outputs, and on my old TV tuner, you couldn't use RF. Like, you couldn't tune into channel 3. You could only use the systems that had AV outputs. With my new TV tuner, works like a charm. I can go in through channel 3 off the RF, and so that's why this is the first RF console that doesn't have AV out that I've done a review in with real hardware. So once again, this is awesome. I like to use the real hardware whenever possible. So yeah, this is the first TurboGrafx-16 game, and you're gonna hear and see the real hardware. Hello, I am a Japanese telephone box. This game is weird. Let's start off saying that this is a really strange game. It's actually developed by Namco. This is a Namco game. Came out in Japan, if you couldn't tell. This game could not be any more Japanese. It's just that weird. This was an arcade game in the late 80s, 1988. This came out in Japan in the arcades. Different name, of course, and the name doesn't really translate properly. So, in this one, it's called Bravoman. Every time you attack, he goes, "Bravo, bravo!" In Japan, he's not saying bravo, and the name of the game is different. In 1990, this got ported to the TurboGrafx-16. And it's a pretty good port. The graphics in the arcade were a little bit better, but and there's a few more levels in the arcade, which is crazy because there's a lot of levels in this game. You know, this is actually a pretty good game. It's silly as hell. It's kind of stupid. Let's be honest. It looks ridiculous. Look at your main character. It's ridiculous, but it's a good game. It's fun, but it's long. There's 22 levels in this game, and yeah, that's less than the arcade game had. That's the bad guy. His name's Dr. Bomb. He literally is the doctor of making bombs. You know, he wants to make a weapon to destroy the world, and of course, you are gonna stop him. This is one of the water levels. You turn into Bravo Submarine. Like I said, it's a weird one. And Bravo Submarine can shoot torpedoes or drop bombs. This is where you want to turn your turbo switches on your TurboGrafx-16. Turn those turbo switches right up. And, you know, because it's a shooting game now, so, you know, it's one of these typical shooter games here. And the rapid fire is awesome. You gotta turn it off and you go back to the normal levels because you won't jump more than a centimeter off the ground, of course, with the turbo buttons on. Um, The only problem with the controls in this game that I noticed when you're jumping is it's hard to jump and shoot at an exact point. It seems like he wants to jump to certain points of height and only shoot at certain points of height. You actually have to hit the shoot button a little bit sooner than you actually want to shoot if you're gonna try and shoot at an oddball height. And sometimes the enemies are coming at you and it's at a certain height level and it's hard to shoot at that height level. I wonder if part of that has to do with the fact that this in the arcade game, this is weird, but the arcade game had pressure sensitive buttons, you know, which we know like the PS3, right, has or even the PS2 has pressure sensitive buttons, but the harder you press the buttons, the harder he'll jump or the harder he'll attack. So maybe the way that jumping, the height of the jumping, and kind of gets controlled got a little messed up from the arcade to this one, but it's not really that big of a deal. Overall, the controls are good. They're responsive as they should be. So. I should mention I actually played this game on the TurboGrafx-16 back in the day. My cousin owned this game. When I was in grade school, before I got a Super Nintendo, I had a TurboGrafx-16. And my cousin also had a TurboGrafx-16, and I think we were like the only 2 or 3 people that we knew of in grade school that had a TurboGrafx-16. And I didn't have many good games for it. I had a few. I had Legendary Axe 2, I remember. But my cousin had all the good games. He had Bonk and Bonk's Revenge, and he had this, and I remember borrowing this off him and playing it back in the day. So, you know, this is one of those games that I played back in the day and haven't seen in 10 years, you know what I mean? It's like, seeing it now, it's like, wow, this is a pretty good game though. As silly as it is, it's a fun game, you know. Probably never beat it, because holy geez, 22 levels. That's ridiculous.
Bravo's coming.
Well, there you go. What hasn't been ported to Virtual Console? It seems like every time I do one of these reviews, I end up mentioning the fact that it's been ported to 2007 Wii Virtual Console. I can't believe this game of all games actually has been, not that it's that bad of a game, but like I said, it's ridiculous. It's really only released on the TurboGrafx-16, which makes it rare, and it's definitely a game that most people I don't think have ever even heard of. So yeah, I am surprised to see that that this was released on Wii Virtual Console. Anyways, I'm running out of time. I just thought I'd show you this unique game. A lot of you have probably never seen it before, and like I said, it's not that bad, but 22 levels is ridiculous. I don't know, has anyone actually beat this game? But anyways, yeah, I'm running out of time, so see you later.